What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about ACH, Alchemy Pay today. This one comes to us at the request of Mr. Fonzie. Mr. Fonzie, Mrs. Fonzie, I don't know. I would assume it's a Mr. I am assuming. I hope it doesn't make an ass out of me. They say it makes an ass out of you and me, but I think it would just make an ass out of me. Anyways, looking at this chart from the monthly perspective, there's not a whole lot to go off of. It's brand new. It's a brand new coin. It has been around for, since September of 2020 at least, right? That's what we got on the CoinGecko. It is a $96 million market cap. This is a low cap coin. Circulating supply, oof, that's half the total supply, the max supply. Fully diluted, this thing would almost be twice, actually a little bit over twice, its current valuation. So I don't like to see that, but that doesn't condemn this thing, man. A 194 or $200 million market cap is still low, so this does leave it a lot of room to grow. But odds are the developers, the people behind it, they have some locked up or something, and as this thing goes on, they're just going to be rewarded in it, and they're going to sell. It's going to be more incentive for them to sell, which I feel like hurts cryptos. But there's plenty of cryptos that aren't fully diluted, that do well, so it's not condemning. I personally don't like to see it. And there's plenty of cryptos that are fully diluted that are scams and that don't do well at all. So it's not. Don't base your decisions off of that. That's just something that, it's kind of like a rule of thumb. It's something that I keep in the back of my head. From the low to the high, the all-time low to the most recent high, we bounced off of this 618 area like that. It's not a bad look. Generally you'd like to see come all the way down to the 618, but coming close like this and bouncing off this area, that generally means there's eyes on this, right? And if we were to draw a line here at this monthly high close, that's actually bam, man. That's right where you bought. I don't know. There might be some people giving this thing some attention. There's not a whole lot of volume, but we're on Coinbase. Whatever. Let's see what ACH USDT looks like on Binance. Not a whole lot of volume still. More volume on Binance for sure, but not a whole lot of volume on that buy. Whatever. It can go lower. It can definitely go lower if it wants to. If it was to go lower than this, which I don't know if I would call for that just yet, just from the look of it, there's not a whole lot to go off of on this monthly chart. Our side does look weak. It could go, it could go lower than this low here, but I'm not calling for that, honestly. It could go lower than this low. That much I would call for, but I don't know how much lower it goes. Not a whole lot to go off of on the monthly, so let's look at the weekly. Weekly RSI looks bad. It definitely looks bad. You had moments of strength over here. Good job. Let's see. The strongest move that you've ever seen on this thing's chart. To be fair, this happened before you had any readings. This would be the strongest move undeniably, but that's first day madness, so that doesn't count. I mean, it counts, but I don't know. Bearish divergence, actually double bearish divergence here. This kind of looks bullish to a certain degree, but that looks bad. That makes it bad. And getting below the 50 here, rejecting this area, definitely not encouraging. Very engulfing candle here, just like very solid breakout. I think we broke, we're moving sideways. We probably will go lower, honestly. And again, looking at it from this low to this high, what do we got? Yeah. Kind of resisting the 382 area, which is a previous area that we had resistance in this area, right? If we drew a line at this top, you close right at that. Again, you found resistance at this lower close too. Doesn't look good. I would think from the weekly perspective, it looks like it wants to go lower than this low here, which is lower than 1.6 cents. How low does it go? I don't know if it goes to 0.7 cents or lower. Maybe it goes to 1.09 cents on the dot or something like that. Maybe it goes around there. This is kind of a low bottoming range here that we had. We formed this before achieving the all-time low. Hard to say where it goes from here. Let's see. What would be? Maybe we put the fibs back on. Let's see if there's anything that lines up. Yeah, if you held the 618 as support again, came back up, and you did classic stuff where you held the 786 or the 886 as support, I would think the 786 would hold as support, because that's the low range of this here. So 1.09 cents could be a very decent low. If not, maybe 1.32 cents, 1.33 cents, somewhere around there. You could hold the 618 ultimately and then go up from there. So that's the only reason I'd give it. I'd say somewhere in this range. And if I was to draw lines on it, right, we've got just so you can see the numbers over here in the white boxes. I would say, yeah, somewhere in there. I make my lines white because I feel like it stands out more, you know, more than the colors do. It's easier to read on the numbers against this black screen, so, you know, they definitely contrast well. It's just a personal choice. I don't like the RSI. I don't like the RSI on the weekly. It's not totally terrible, but I would think that you go lower. Maybe in fact you go toward the overbought or the oversold zone and then you bounce off of it from there. Maybe you don't even go that low. Maybe you go to where these highs are here, right? Something. I'm just gonna use a straight line because I can't draw straight lines. So straight line like that, and we'll delete the crooked one, and we'll delete the V. Maybe you just literally go down on the RSI like this. You could look for something like this and then pay attention to what price is doing and see if that fits to this kind of range, right, between 1.5 cents and 1.1 cents. Yeah, it could go somewhere in that range. I would definitely think. But I do think that we go lower from here. The weekly candles do look bearish. Let's look at the daily. Yeah, I think it goes lower. Just more of the same. You've got hidden bearish divergence. You've got higher highs in the RSI, right? This high was actually your highest high that you've had in quite a little while on the daily perspective, and you've just got a lower daily high than any of these highs in this range. So this is hidden bearish divergence. You're even having a bottoming range, right? Where you're kind of descending into it from here to here, right? Kind of like a descending triangle. This is a bearish pattern inherently. It doesn't mean 100% you're going down. These things have like a 60% success rate or something like that. It doesn't have to go down, but paired with everything else that we're seeing, paired with the RSI and just the overall aspect of this thing, I would think it goes lower. I do think it goes lower. So I'm gonna end it there. I think that's a good place to stop. I'm gonna give it this range of 1.54 cents to 1.1 cents for a good bottoming area. And then from there, if it was to go higher, if you were to, let's say, achieve all-time highs, right? Man, I hate things like this because I don't know what to do. I don't know. Let's see if there's a chart that has this. I looked, and this was like the most that I could find. Yeah, I don't know, man. This, if it's on crypto, that's the most that we could find on TradingView. So I don't know if I like this as an all-time high, you know. But I don't know what to make of it. Let's just see. All-time high to the low here. Okay. You're showing some respect on the fib. Yeah, you are. Okay, so I like it. It's fair. If you got respect on the fibs, I like it. Oops. Go back here. Because if it's being respected on the fibs, that means that algorithms or traders are respecting it too. Let's see from this high if it does. Ooh, it's really hard to say because that could be that could be the 618 respect, 382 respect here twice, resistance even. You know, you come down to the 236 or a little bit lower. I don't know. Hard to say. If you were to take it from this top, your potential new all-time high could be anywhere from like 62 cents to $2.10. This is just like Anchor, the one that I just did, between 60 cents and $2. That's kind of your, or I guess a little bit above $2 would be your range, and it could go higher than that. It really could go higher than that. It's a low cap coin, so it definitely could go higher than that. Even if it gets pretty diluted in this coming market. If it's from this high here, you know, it would be a little bit lower in prices. You'd be actually below $1, and you'd be around 30 cents. So that cuts your, if it's from this high, if this is the fib that's being respected, that would cut your potential all-time high basically in half. It's really hard to say. It's really hard to say which one because they're both somewhat respected. You know, there's significance on both of them. I would like to say this one because I don't like to go off First Day Madness, but there is respect on both of them. Let's just see. Yeah, maybe this one here. I don't know. This would be a better fib for more immediate term time frames. You found support on the 1272. Oh, you're holding support on the 618, but you didn't bounce off it. You're probably going to go lower. You probably do go to like the 382 or the 236, which fits that range that I was giving earlier. So you probably do go somewhere down there. Maybe you bounce off the 0.5, but I doubt it. I would bet you go, you know, somewhere in that range. And then from there, you could continue higher. The next time you go up, whenever you break this high, you're at least going to see 8 cents. But likely you would go higher. I don't know too much about basing it off of these deeper extensions personally. It's kind of a wacky chart. There's not a lot to go off of. So projecting it out you know, when I don't have a lot to go off of from the past, it's harder to project things out, honestly. It'll be easier, I think, once we do actually have this low, because we can take this high here and then find our fib wherever it may be. Let's say it was at this low here, right at the bottom of the range. If we were to do that, you know, you can predict your more immediate moves that way. But at the moment, I'm going to go back. We're going to go way back. Keep on going, man. All the way back, just to say that I do think we go somewhere between 15.5 to like 1.5 cents to 1.1 cents. Somewhere in that range. I think we do that. If you like the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to see more. I do requests. I'm happy to do requests. Fonzie, this one's for you, man. If you enjoyed the video, guys, like I really appreciate all the love and all the comments, everything that you guys do. Thank you so much. So yeah, just have a good day. Take care. Bye-bye.